And the big night has arrived. Millions of viewers from around the world are tuning in for the UEFA Europa League final. My name is Derek Ray. My co-commentator to help describe all the action is the former Arsenal defender Lee Dixon. And with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're just minutes away from kickoff time here. It is Manchester United up against Club Brugge.
Well, the long road from the start of the competition almost a year ago to the final is here. Both teams had the added advantage of, if they win this competition, a Champions League place is available.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. The formidable David De Gea starts in goal. Harry Maguire plays alongside Eric Bailly in central defence. Nemanja Matic starts with Fred in central midfield. And Anthony Martial is the main striker today. Look at the opposition starting lineup today. Wing-backs are important in this setup. Did you enjoy your experience of playing at wing-back, Lee?
Not at all under Bruce Rock. It's a very, very demanding role, as we can see. The full-backs are exposed both offensively and defensively. Lots of support inside them, but going forward they need to try and get the ball into the box for the two up front.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka. James. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Fred with it. Read it magnificently and intercepted. This could be an interesting avenue. And the cross is very much on. Decided to come in from the flank. There's plenty of know-how in the ball. Wonderful chance! Well, he did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
Well, as a defender, you can't afford to take your eyes off Anthony Martial, even for a fleeting moment. In what way might he contribute in this match, Lee?
Well, pace. Just look how fast he runs. Absolute nightmare for defenders to defend against when the player has that weapon.
Eder Balanta. Former. Anakin now. At times they make passing look easy. Eder Balanta. What can he do from here? Vanaken just drifted into the illegal position. Offside, in the opinion of the officials. Possession changes hands. The interception there. James. Fred with it. It might be on for them. Martial in the middle. It was well stopped.
Well, the positioning is everything for a goalkeeper, and he was in a good position then.
On the ball, Diatta. Eder Balanta. Teammates in the middle. And a goal! The first of the contest!
Well, it's always best to get your nose in front in the final. Really puts the pressure on the opposition. Well, sometimes goals happen on the training ground before the game. I'm sure they practiced this. Great movement, great cross, perfect goal.
A chance to revisit the goal. The opening goal of the game then. Williams. They do pass the ball with authority. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. And United have the corner. And he's fired over the corner. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Nemanja Matic has it. He knows what he's doing when it comes to blocking. Eder Balanta. Van Aken. The ball with Van Aken. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in. And Balanta now. The ball with Van Aken. Getting forward. The delivery. A cross there that was decidedly ordinary. Here's Luke Shaw. Nemanja Matic has it. Williams. Matic. Maguire. Shaw. Given away by Manchester United. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. Former. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Not messing around with that clearance. Anthony Martial. And slipped through beautifully. And now waiting to pounce. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. On the ball, Diatta. Mata. Relentless high pressing. Diatta. Van Aken now. Given away by Martial. Meshire. Here's Meshire. Eder Balanta. Jelly. And Balanta now. Former. Former. It's been aimed towards the front post. It is to be a throw-in. Can they get in behind them? Excellent challenge. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw-in here. And he has been ruled offside here. Can't have been by an awful lot.
Oh, I'm not so sure, but the linesman's got a better view than I have.
Given away. Wan-Bissaka. James. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. James. Bruno Fernandes has it. Matic on the ball. Shaw. Matic. Bruno Fernandes. Martial. And now Shaw. And he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Van Aken. Eder Balanta. Former. Van Aken now. Eder Balanta. Ruud Vormer. Might be able to set up the chance. And a good-looking ball. Well, thumped clear. And Balanta now. It's got to be! Well, every finisher's dream. The offside flag had to go up, and it did.
Yeah, look along the line. Look along the line.
Well, Manchester United are one of the world's foremost clubs. Their history speaks for itself, but since Sir Alex Ferguson left the manager's job, a good deal of uncertainty, Lee.
Well, they're big shoes to fill, there's no doubt about that, but everybody's failed so far. Time can be your friend when you're a coach. Unfortunately, you don't get too much time in the modern game.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes has it. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial. Throw into Manchester United. James. The cross is on. Fred. It's an effective cross aimed at the back post. Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Bruno Fernandes has it. Bruno Fernandes. Shot attempted. Oh, can you believe this? Just when it looked as though the door was locked, it's been reopened.
Well, they're back in it, and you can hear the relief with their fans. Game on. Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
Well, let's have another view of that goal. So, a level contest, 1-1. Van Aken now. Strength and control, a big part of his game. The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Dennis. Van Aken. Great chance with that header. but he sent it wide of the post.
Well, it's quite easy to head that one over the bar. This time he just gets his angles wrong, just past the post.
Maguire. Matic on the ball. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. And space for the cross. Anaken. And attempting the through ball. Keeper's contribution, but what next? Nemanja Matic has it. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. A fine block. And now the delivery. Might really be able to trouble them here. It needs an accurate cross. Eric Bailly keeps it out. Failed to keep hold of it. Half-time, and from the neutral point of view, a cracking first half in this UEFA Europa League final lead.
Well, from everybody's point of view, it's been an absolutely brilliant game. I've enjoyed every single second of it. We've had incident, we've had tactics, we've had all sorts, confrontation. Bring it on.
The quest for Europa League success, and the second half of this final is underway. And threading it forward. Space and time for the cross. And on the back of that particular challenge, will the referee let the matter rest there? And that will mean a caution.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
And fired from the flank into the area. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Clinton Mata. On the ball, Diatta. He continues to make hay. Well, they get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count. Bruno Fernandes has it. Williams. Potentially freedom for United on the flank. He has time to play it over. A glorious chance. And they nudge in front.
Well, fabulous celebrations. They've got their noses in front, Derek. Can they stay there? Well, here's the replay. I always tell young defenders to stop the cross, and this is why. When the ball comes in, it's perfect, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. Great header.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. Underway once more. Manchester United have hit the front. Van Aken now. And you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that.
Well, as you can see, United haven't had too much of the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Dele with it. And Balanta now. The ball with Van Aken. Diatta. Former. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. Possession lost. Intercepted. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Martial. Matic on the ball. Mata. On the ball, Diatta. Clinton Mata. Former. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. It's just a natural reader of the game, Fred. James, moving into the advanced position. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United throw in here. Here's a change for Manchester United. James. Will he play it in? And you need your defender to take charge. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Can they get in behind them? Targets to aim at. Attending to his defensive chores. Half an hour remaining then. Dele. Eder Balanta. Dele with it. Giving the ball away. It's Manchester United on the move. Now what can they do from here? Easy save. Van Aken. Former. Diatta. Regained possession. Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes has it. Bruno Fernandes. He takes aim. Competence from the keeper.
Yeah, concentration for goalkeepers. He was spot on there.
He's driven in the corner. Gets his glove on it. Diatta. Mata. Former. Clinton Mata. Ruud Former. Schrijvers. Former. Couldn't keep it. This might pay dividends. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And over comes the corner, foiling them effectively. Maguire, Matic, Massa. Whatever it takes to keep them out. Former, they've given it away. Good tackle, it'll be a throw. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Matrix. Schreivers. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Matrix. Making progress. This looks promising. It might be on for them. Fluency of movement. It looks promising. And given the defender's touch, the referee says corner. Corner kick played in, and somehow kept out by De Gea. Mata. Asking a lot to score from there. Goalkeeper's ball. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Williams. Greenwood. They've given it away. With their noses in front. In the second half, what will be the thinking in the camp, Lee Dixon?
United players have to stay focused on not making any mistakes in order to protect this slender lead. If a bit of magic from the opposition gets them back in it, there's little you can do about that.
Greenwood. He made it look simple, really. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Massa. Teammates could potentially join in. This is Nemanja Matic. Strong play here. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. James. And that's an important intervention. Fred. Juan Mata. Bailly. Here is Fred. Nemanja Matic has it. Diogo Dalot. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Top-notch tackle. Ritz. Mata. He's using his strength to good effect. Matrix. Van Aken. Schreivers. And Valanta now. This attack looks highly promising. One thing he does know how to do is shield the ball. And Valanta now. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Kermenchik has it. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Matic. Fred. Massa. Running room galore for United. Will he play it in? Speculative ball fired to the near post. Punched away. In position here to protect the ball. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. Well cleared away. James. And the cross is very much on. James. Eric Bailly. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. And the danger cleared. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. The ball with Van Aken. Mesheren. And Balanta now. On the ball, Diatta. Matrix. Mata. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Crossing possibilities. Thumped clear. Matic. Here's Luke Shaw. A really sumptuous ball. Shaw. What a vital intervention. And the final whistle. The cup issue is settled. A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. And Lee, memories are being made.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank. Players will always look back at moments like these. These moments where you pick trophies up and win medals. Absolutely brilliant for this group of players.
Yeah, you can see.